Hello everybody and welcome back to another race preview after an absolutely crazy Austrian Grand Prix. We're here to break down the British GP coming up this weekend. I'm here with my co-host Enzo the Bear, and as always, you know what to do. If you do enjoy this video and want to see more weekly F1 content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Now, we all know that there was a crazy ending to the Austrian Grand Prix, which ended up seeing George Russell come out of nowhere from third position and take his second Grand Prix victory. Lando lost the opportunity to close the gap to Max in the driver's standings, and somehow, even though he only finished 5th, Max ended up getting an even larger gap to Lando. Now, since Lando and Charles both failed to score points in Austria, the top 3 drivers remain the same, with the second and third place drivers not really changing anything in terms of points, except for a couple points added from the sprint race. Oscar Piastri has closed the gap to Sergio Perez, and he's now within 7 points of overtaking Sergio Perez for that 5th spot in the driver standings. But most importantly, it looks like we have a battle on our hands, and hopefully it continues on for the rest of the season as we see teams bring upgrades and the cars just get better. Silverstone is a historical racing track, loved by many of the drivers, and is actually a home race for many of the drivers on the grid right now as well. The track is 5.891 kilometers long, and we're going to see a total of 52 racing laps. There are 2 DRS zones and a wide variety of high and medium speed corners, so we're going to see drivers try to take different lines to overtake each other, and we know that contact can be made at some of these high speed corners. Well, we know how that plays out.
Oh, and it was the merest of touches, but it was enough, and look how the wheel has come.
This weekend we're back to the classical form of 2 free practices on Friday, 1 free practice followed by the qualifying session on Saturday, and the full feature race on Sunday. No sprint weekend. This is going to be the 58th Grand Prix that is held at the Silverstone circuit, and although this is the 75th British Grand Prix overall, the first couple were held at different circuits before moving over to Silverstone. Lewis Hamilton is the most successful driver at Silverstone, having won the circuit, his home circuit, 8 times, with the first victory coming back with McLaren in 2008. Carlos Sainz also got his maiden F1 win back in Silverstone in 2022. I think we can all remember that race. And Ferrari is the most successful team at Silverstone, having won on the circuit 18 times, followed by McLaren with 14, and with Williams having won 10 times. Pole position is definitely a helper at the circuit, so many drivers will be fighting for that top spot during the qualifying session on Saturday. Now, as always, pit strategy can vary between drivers, but we saw every driver except for 2 go for a 1 stop during last year's race. Verstappen's winning strategy was starting on the mediums and then pitting for a used pair of soft tires to finish off the race. In comparison, the second place finisher, Lando Norris, also started on the medium tires and then opted to switch over to the hard tires. Unless we see rain or some sort of incidents or safety car throughout the race, we can expect drivers to be opting for the 1 stop as well, because it just seems to be the quickest strategy. Of course, many teams are going to be looking to bring upgrades ahead of Silverstone. Red Bull have confirmed, Marco Helmut has at least, that they'll be bringing some upgrades to punch back at McLaren, especially after what just happened in Austria. Ferrari have seen their Imola upgrade completely disappoint and underperform. Previously they were fighting to be the 2nd best car, and now they're fighting as the 4th best car, being overtaken by not only McLaren but also Mercedes. So I'm sure they'll be looking to bring some upgrades as well. Charles Leclerc has said that this is going to be a tough track for them because they aren't bringing any upgrades this weekend, so I expect a pretty long weekend as a Ferrari fan. Mercedes should be looking to follow up on a race win by bringing some more upgrades to Silverstone, as they had originally stated in their plan to be bringing upgrades throughout every weekend during this triple header. I'm sure other teams will be looking to bring upgrades as well, but the full list isn't out yet, so that's something we'll have to keep an eye on throughout the course of this week. As always, for predictions, Enzo and I will be making our predictions after the qualifying session Saturday evening. If you didn't catch our video last week, we posted it Sunday morning, a short over what we'll be betting on the Austrian Grand Prix, which obviously didn't work out in our favor, especially and mostly due to the contact between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen. So we're looking to bounce back this weekend with our predictions and hopefully hit them just as we did in Barcelona. So make sure to turn on notifications as well if you are subscribed to be first to see that video when it drops so you don't miss out. Thank you guys for watching this video. As always, I do hope you enjoy it, and as always, make sure to share it with your friends. Let me know down in the comments below who you think is going to be winning this weekend in Silverstone. Are we going to be seeing any more contact between Max and Lando? Have they figured things out? Are they still going to be friends? I have no clue, but make sure to subscribe for more weekly F1 content just like this. Thank you guys, and see you next time. Bye.